Hello guys, subscribe to WorldWideChels.
I WorldWideChels.
WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thank you for your support.
You lot can hear me, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, people. Luton 2, Chelsea 3. We end with back-to-back wins. What a close game. Oh my days. If we had bottled that 3-0 lead, it would have been absolute manic in the fan base. But we just
Embarrassing.
It would have been embarrassing. Sidre had to come on, even though he's away with friends. He still managed to come on. Respect to him. We've got Alfred as always here as well. But what a game, people. Everyone that's tuning in, make sure you like the video, subscribe. Happy New Year to everyone as well. After the stream, of course, we're heading to 2024. But like I said, Chelsea back-to-back wins. Sindre, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Well, God, that was stressful. The last 20 minutes, Luton, to be fair, was all over us. They dominated the ball. They hit the bar 2 times from 2 crosses. Had a goal disallowed for a VAR, which was, I think it was the right call, just about. But yeah, they played well, and of course, the guy who scored the goal played for us. Like he was just contracted us, was it last season? I think we mutual agreement to terminate, or his contract expired. He joined Luton free, and who was with Ross Barkley to score against us from a corner, near post header. Surprised that that went in and that no one was marking him. Then after that they really got an energy boost. They thought, okay, maybe something magical can happen on the day before New Year's, second to last day of the year. Then they were just pushing, really dominating, playing around our press, and yeah, they scored another one. Fair play to Luton. They really showed that at their home ground they are hard to beat, and even though they are maybe arguably one of the worst teams that come up in recent time, and they had a fairy tale journey to the Premier League. You shouldn't underestimate them. They are dangerous. I heard the statistic that they had the second most crosses in the entire league, I think, behind Everton with most, and their left wing back, or the left back Doherty, has like the second or the most crosses from a player in the Premier League this season, almost. So they really are a team with crosses, and I felt like most of the players played well today. Special shout out to Nicholas Jackson, really important in our third goal. Well done by Cole Palmer for the way he just dragged the ball behind past the keeper and then calmly just slots it into an empty net. Well done by that. But you need to give Jackson credit for that goal, because if he didn't take the space there and control the ball so well, that I've seen it done many times this season with a player in his back, he just goes around him and then perfectly timed ball, not too powerful and not too weak. And yeah, I would say it's maybe arguably one of the most important passes today, because it allowed us to get the third goal, which then ended up being the most important one.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to point out, very well said. Obviously, Nicholas Jackson, a lot of Chelsea fans have been, giving him stick, rightly so. I think second half he definitely improved. I saw a lot better, and I've seen it in 2 games now where I think Mudryk was on the left against Palace, and he did the same thing as Jackson, and he gave the ball to Martson, and obviously Martson didn't put it away that time. But I think Chelsea are starting to see a pattern now on that left side where they need to come back in and drag it in, into the middle and open up that play. Obviously, as I said, I've seen it with Mudryk last game. Now we've seen it with Jackson, and this time it's paid off with Palmer scoring the goal. So yes, very, very important.
Yeah.
I think if it was 2-0, we would have bottled it 100%. It would have been worse if we lost the game, in my opinion. They had their chances. I did see the first goal go off for VAR. I thought immediately it was offside, and luckily it was, because it could have been a different story. But let's talk to Alfred. Obviously, welcome Alfred to the stream. I know you got some background noise with the laptop, but don't worry about it. Talk to me about your reaction to the game, how you're feeling. You was worried. You was very. But yeah, talk to me, man.
Oh man, what the fuck was that? How does that happen, man? 3-0 up with what was it, 15 minutes left? 3-0 up. Not only do we concede twice, they hit the crossbar. If that's not bad enough, we have to waste time as well. We got players wasting time at Luton. How absolutely fucking embarrassing, man. I'm shocked. I can't believe what I just saw. They deserved to win that game. I shouldn't be saying that as a Chelsea fan. I should be celebrating the win. But I don't know, man. That win was just so embarrassing. I can't even celebrate it. I'm glad for the 3 points, obviously, but man, I almost feel like I've never seen such a mentally weak team in all my life. I've watched
I was scared. I was scared when Alfie came on, by the way. I know he got the tackle at the end, and he won the ball back in the game whistle, everything went. But I was paranoid that we were bringing an inexperienced defender on. I understand to give us, more players at the back, but that just summed it up for me, where if it went wrong, he would have got stick. Poch would have got absolutely destroyed, but the youngster would have been. Trust me, they would have got onto him, because I'm seeing a lot of hate for him. I know everyone's excited about him coming on and him playing last game, and I get it, the passion merchant and everything, but he's been getting a lot of stick as well in terms of the fan base. Why are we bigging up someone so much that has come on for a few seconds and getting excited that he should be starting? It's absolute madness. We need experience in this team now. Thiago Silva can't do it alone. Gusto was going good forward. Cole, for me, I'm still paranoid about him at the back, man. I'm really, really paranoid.
Well, I felt like this was a better game for Colwell today. He did better, had some important challenges, and in my opinion, bringing Alfie on and moving Colwell to centre back was really important in the last minutes, because if you don't remember a cross where no one was at the end of it, but Colwell stood in front of the Luton striker Advayo. If he wouldn't have done that, he would arguably have gotten the ball, and could have been 3. So moving Colwell in for last seconds in as a centre back, moving Gusto to left back, and putting Alfie as a right wing back or right back, it was an important choice. It was a bold choice, I would say, from Pochettino, because Alfie isn't that experienced, like you said, and it would have been a gamble. And in my opinion, it actually paid off. He got a really important challenge there on Doherty in the last second, because that left back looked awful for like 60 minutes, or he wasn't in the game for 60 minutes, and then all of a sudden he just got an ignite, and then was alive and was a constant threat down our right hand side. I thought Gusto had been good. I didn't see how much that he went forward a lot today. He was more reserved and wasn't that attacking. I think that was maybe a vice choice from Gusto, or if Poch said you shouldn't attack that much today. But
he did start attacking in the second half. He, even from the first minute in the second half, he needed to create a chance where he was just diving down. But what I did like about what you just said as well, recently, guys, keep liking the video as well. Big up to everyone that's tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Happy New Year as well. But like I said, people, you mentioned about that left side for Luton. I don't know what it is, but those driven balls, people, they were so accurate. I do not know how they did not score those chances. They just put it across the box. Anyone can just touch it. It can't even be an own goal. Yeah. They just going right past our goalkeeper like nothing's there. It's absolute madness. I've not seen Chelsea drill a ball like that.
Nah,
How are
same.
Luton play like that? I don't know, but that just sums it up. That left
Yeah.
side for Luton was so
Yeah.
key. Like
Yeah.
they could have put away a lot of goals. They had one disallowed VAR. They had couple just driven in. They had box crosses in the air. I don't know how we got away, guys. I genuinely don't know how we got away.
Well,
we're
we
lucky.
should give some credit to Petrovic. He had some really important saves in the end.
What if it was Sanchez in goal today? I think
Well,
I'll be worried.
yeah, but I feel more to be honest this season from what I've seen. I feel more comfortable with Petrovic than I do with Sanchez at the moment. But
Yeah.
he had some really important saves. Of course, he was really unlucky that when he saved the header from Doherty for the second goal, it parried over Thiago Silva and fell for the Luton striker. That's unlucky. It was a good save, but it was unlucky that it just fell to a Luton player. I felt Petrovic did well claiming the ball from a lot of crosses, and he wasn't as nervous today. He is getting more confident, I feel, with the back line and from what he has to do. And when Sanchez is back, I think there is going to be a discussion there for Pochettino, who is going to be the first choice. Is it going to be Petrovic? Is it going to be Sanchez?
Has to be.
You think Sanchez?
No, it has
should
to be
be
Petrovic. Has to be Petrovic. You can't drop him. You can't drop him. Right
at
I'm
the moment.
surprised the impact that he's had. I'm surprised. He's done a very, very good job. I'm very comfortable with him at the back. I'm not scared. He boots the ball when it's needed. There's no sloppy kind of pass given away. There's none of that bull crap where someone picks up in the 15, 20 yard box. It's nothing like that. So for me, Sanchez has been good. Don't get me wrong, he's been fantastic as well. But those mini heart attacks, I don't need that right now. All I see recently is we need those wins. I don't care about the performance. We just need results. We're getting results now. We've got the Palace result. We've got this result. And yes, we can be very, very disappointed defensively with the performance, 100% for sure. But I've always said, as long as we get the points on the board, I know this sounds silly, but we are 8 points behind Tottenham, even though they got a game in hand. But anything can happen. Anything can happen in this season.
We're 1 point off ninth place, so we're still just more into the top side of the table. So that's also positive.
Be positive, yeah. Alfred, give us some positivity, bro. Give us some positivity.
Yeah, well, look, man, like you just said before, two wins. Even though they were very, very hard to get, they were still there. And like you said, anything can happen. We've seen glimpses that we are starting to get better in some ways, and slowly we will continue to improve. And like you said, man, who knows what can happen from now until the end of the season. We've just reached the halfway point.
You told me 2024, 2 trophies. You told me
2 domestic cups. That's what I said. We're already in the semi-final of one of them. Why not?
Not? Next week we've got Fulham, I think. Not
Fulham, on the 6th. Yeah, Middlesbrough, the 6th of January.
Wait, when do we play Preston?
I think the week. Are playing Preston now, and then
we're playing Preston next Saturday. I'm sure we're playing them next Saturday. Wait, when who are we playing? Middlesbrough's on the 8th or 9th midweek, but before that we've got Preston in the cup. There's no league game for 2 weeks, like the comments are saying. There's no league
it's Preston on the next week on Saturday, I think.
Preston, Borough, then I think Fulham. I think that's I think 3 winnable games. Let's see how Fulham do this week against, I think, Arsenal from top of my head. It's going to be interesting. I think this season, there's going to be a few twists and turns this season, man. Obviously not getting top 4 and all that, but I think we'll be around there. We can put a little pressure, in my opinion, for sure. I know, obviously, with the domestic trophies, let's see what happens. Sindre, man, let's talk about Madueke's goal. That goal, I've not seen someone at Chelsea maybe since Pulisic in lockdown season.
Mhm.
That's able to hit with a weak foot and score a goal like that.
Yeah, it was a brilliant finish. Well done. Like the way he controlled the ball to get away from the defenders and then just hit it with his weak foot into the top corner at the near post. Well taken, and it's an important goal. And it was well done by Gusto because Gusto came on the overlap, which created space for Madueke.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Very
Alfred, what do you
important.
make of the goal?
Sorry.
What do you make of the goal for Madueke, man? It was a very,
Yeah,
very well placed right footed shot.
yeah, lovely, lovely goal. I was so happy for him as well because he's had a pretty shit time this season too. So for him to come back, you know how he has and scored a couple of goals now in the last two games. Very good.
Hmm.
It's what we want, especially now that we've reached halfway, you know, in the season. Now we can get some momentum. Now, hopefully, we were talking just before about how anything can happen.
Mm.
That applies, I think, very much this season more than any other recent one because every team seems to be like kind of all over the place. You know,
Yeah,
Hmm.
there's no real team that's kind of running away with it or being very consistent. You know, so if we can be the team, if we can be that team that starts to do it this season, you know, we can have a very, very, you know, unexpected end to the season. Obviously, not going to win it, but maybe at least get a European place or something. You
Hmm.
know, I know a lot of people aren't going to be happy with this, but I'm happy even with the Conference League, man. Just add it to the list of trophies. You know, if we get in it.
Like we don't even need to finish in top of the table into the Conference League places. If we just win the Carabao Cup, we then get an automatic position into the Conference League, I think.
yes, yes, that is
Sure,
correct.
we
If
should.
we go,
So, and I agree with Alfred. I would like to. Yes, it's the third tier of European football, but if we win it, we'd still be the first team to win the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League. And that's
yeah,
something I would take as a player because that's even one more European trophy we can brag about to Arsenal fans.
Yeah, that's right. And also, I think it will be a fantastic opportunity for our young team, you know, to get our to get our feet in the water in Europe. You know, maybe if they can win it, that'll be a big boost for them
Hmm.
going it. But I think it will be special even for them, even if we don't win it, just for them to be playing in a European competition and having such an important part of the club's history. You know, playing it in
Hmm.
any
Hmm.
European competition. So
Yeah.
I'd be excited for them if it happens. Obviously, I'd like to get into a better one somehow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know Sindre has to go, man. Sindre,
Yeah.
thank you for coming on. I
Of
appreciate it.
course.
Big up to you. Happy New Year,
Yeah.
and
Thanks. You too.
stay safe, man. Stay well.
Good victory today, and I hope everyone has an amazing day tomorrow, celebrating New Year's with friends and family. And I hope everyone has an amazing day tomorrow. So much love, take care, and I'm gonna leave you guys. So enjoy.
Love the
Peace.
dedication, man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Yeah,
man.
thank you. See ya.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about that Cole Palmer goal, Alfred. The second one was very, very special. I don't know if you remember Ozil's goal against Ludogorets in the Champions League 2015. I mean, he lifted the ball in front of the goalie, but he had the similar goal as Cole Palmer today. Cole Palmer, for me, very, very calm, sharp, ice veins, like it says on the comment below from Pavan. Big up to you as well. Cole Palmer, yet again, another goal from open play. His first goal from open play as well. First goal, I mean, today was also open play. I think that's three now, and I think 7 penalties and 4 assists from top of my head. I think he has 12 in all comps. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But it's another special performance from Cole Palmer, who was missing in the last game. What did you make of his performances and his goals?
Man, you know what? I was saying after his goals that Manchester City, I think, made a big mistake with him, man. He would have been unbelievable in that team,
Yeah.
you know. But we got him now. We have him, and it looks like he's got a very very good start to Chelsea for me, and I think he's only going to get better and better, man. He's going to be one of those players. I think when we start getting better and better, he'll be one of the key players for us to keep us pushing forward, and keeping everybody else playing well too. He's going to be a very special player for us. Love his goals as well, man. That first goal too, absolutely beautiful, man. What a finish! Yeah, it was a bit lucky, whatever, mistake from the defender. Who cares?
He was in the right place. He was in the right place to pick up the ball. It happens to us when Sanchez gives the ball away. It happens. And also, I want to say, Arsenal struggled against Luton when they played earlier at their home ground. They just about won 3-2. They scored a last-minute winner, Declan Rice. So it's not the worst thing. I think it just hurts to see us 3-0 up and give away the lead. I think that's the bit that hurts. I think if it was 1-1, then 2-2, then 3-2, I don't think everyone would be too annoyed. But I think it's the manner of way we've won today. We've done all the hard work. We've had moments where players have stepped up. Like I said, Nicholas Jackson, for me this season, he's young. He's 21, he's 22. I get frustrated with him. He gets criticised, rightly so. I think some of it is overboard, but he's rightly so criticised. But for me, it's moments like that where he just drifts in with the ball and is able to pick out that pass. And if he adds that to his game, no one can complain. It's literally simple as that. You do your job, make the assists happen. Even at the end, he's tracking back, he's defending, he's getting the goal kicks in our box. It is what it is. Obviously, in front of goal, he's very frustrating, but he will improve every time. Yes, we need players right now that can just come in and do the job. I get that. But the way we're going with the ownership and the mindset and the mentality, we are not getting that. So we have to play with what we have currently. We could be signing a new striker, Osterman. I was very happy when he replied to that birthday message. I don't know if you saw it. The guy posted him in a Chelsea kit as a kid, and he responded to that one. For me, these little things on social media, for what I've done over the last 7-8 years, for me, that's people might think that's nothing, but for me, he didn't have to reply. Celebs don't reply to these type of tweets. Let's be real, they don't reply. They just like the tweet or whatever. This guy literally responded with a love heart and a praying hands and all that. So I think Osimhen will be a Chelsea player in the summer. I do think we'll sign him in January or Feb, like we've done with Nkunku. And let's see what happens. He won't be joining this January. There's no way he'll be joining this January. And I know Alfred said, let him come in, get that experience in with the team and be strong towards the end of the season. I get that. But like I said, I think the preseason will be enough for him and come again in a new season. Nicholas Jackson could be a winger. I do kind of see it. Did my connection cut off? Can you still hear me, right?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Yeah, still hear me. Alfred, what do you make of Broha whilst I sort my camera?
But man, I gotta say, I'm so relieved for him that he didn't have to go off, or that he didn't get another long-term injury, because I would have been heartbroken for him, man. Like, he's already been out, he's already missed quite a bit. Like, when's the guy? I was thinking, shit, man, this guy can't catch a break, because we've seen glimpses of him as well, that have been quite good too. I think he's got the potential to be pretty good for us as well. So it would have sucked if he didn't get that opportunity to prove it, because he was out for another 6 months again, which is the way all our injuries are. He
keeps falling on the floor, bro. He's a big man. I don't know what it is. He keeps falling. Like, I don't know. It's so frustrating.
I don't know, bro. Maybe it's harder to keep your balance when you're bigger. Who knows?
Nah, man. Listen, trust me. He's quick. He can hold up the ball. He can definitely hold the ball. But when he's facing other players, last couple games just has not been good enough. I don't know what it is, bro. He's frustrated me last 2 games. CC Dubois wanted him to play instead of Jackson, but for me, both of them have been underwhelming. At least Jackson, now we're seeing glimpses of moments where he's able to drift the ball and set up something. Broha, I don't know, man. He just he just complains that Sterling. They just fall on the ground. That's all I see from him. I'm so happy Sterling did not start today. I'm so happy he did not start today, bro. When I saw
Really?
Maedueke starting, I was like, yes. And the guy has taken his chance. That's all we want. Start the game, score a goal. I don't care about anything. Obviously, do your work rate and defend and all that stuff. Like I said with Nicholas Jackson at the end, I see him tracking back. I see him clearing the ball from the box and getting us a goal kick. That's all we want. But the defense for me has to improve. I don't know what it is. We've got Silva in there, but then we've got Colwell. Okay, he wasn't as bad today, but just one moment changed the game. You sleep, it's done. You know what happened when they scored the first goal, Alfred? You were shitting yourself. You might have been 2 goals ahead, but you were shitting yourself. I know you were shitting yourself, and you were like, "Oh,
Oh,
here we
yeah.
go again."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like I don't think we're worried about the attack right now. We're worried about the defense. Sometimes it is the attack, but today and recently it's been the defense that have been sleeping. And it does come down to the manager sometimes as well because we're playing these players out of position. Obviously, Gusta's playing the right position, but in defense we've got Colwell as left back, and we're not going to get the best out of him. He doesn't attack the left side like Martin would do or Chilwell would do, and it's not his fault. But also defensively hasn't been as strong, and we have been paying the price in the past. In past games, we have given away leads. We've lost the game by a goal, unfortunately. I don't think our season has been bad performance wise. I think we have the second most chances missed. It's not like we're not creating and trying to win the game. We are missing sitters after sitters after sitters.
I'm pretty sure it's the most chances missed. The most
For
big
this game,
chances.
it was second. It was 36 chances. It was second, I heard.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was in the Palace game they mentioned it. They're like, we're the second most chances missed. Big chances missed. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
We might be first now, but our most chances missed, second most chances created. Maybe I misheard it then. If I'm wrong, I apologize, Varna. Bro has been given a chance as flopping. On the other hand, Madueke is making a very strong case to be starting the line. You know what I like about these stories? When someone is down, they get dropped out, they come in off from the bench, get that winning goal, they get that next start, they score a goal, and it's like a beautiful storyline. They've gone through hell, they're struggling. He hasn't got on with the manager in the past at Tottenham. He's now in Chelsea. He's going through the same. He's come in, and now he's got a winning goal against Palace. He's got the first goal, which is very important. Well, it's not the first goal, sorry, second goal to try and seal the game for Chelsea. And Poch has to keep him in. Like I said, I don't want to be seeing Sterling next game. I mean, we've got Cup next, so maybe Sterling can play that game. What's your thoughts on Gallagher leaving for Spurs? Look, I'll be real with you. I'm in 2 minds. The old Chelsea, I wouldn't give a damn. If we still had the likes of the players that we had a couple years ago, I wouldn't care. Okay. To say that he's our best player right now on form, which he might be top 2, top 3, 100%, and letting him go is a mistake in its own because we are not good enough right now. But that doesn't mean he's the best Chelsea level in the next coming years. We are definitely going to be improving with or without him. To Spurs, I don't really care, okay, because Tottenham win nothing. End of the day, they don't win nothing. I don't really care about it. If it was Arsenal, Liverpool, City, cool. I'll be a bit annoyed with that. But with Tottenham, I don't care. Take that 50 million immediately. The guy's got like 12 months left, 6 months left, whatever it is. We need to get a new contract in. He ain't going to sign a new contract if it's not guaranteed that he'll be staying. And maybe we should have taken a deal earlier. We were offered similar money to this as well. But like I said, when Conor Gallagher is one of your best players in the squad right now, that tells you how bad the squad is right now. Yes, this guy gives you 100%. Yes, this guy's got passion. We've seen him with Alfie. He's got passion. It's just in their blood. We respect it. We appreciate it. But in terms of Chelsea level, to improve, that is not it. For me, he's like that Henderson core Liverpool player where he's not technically amazing or the standout, but he's there, the engine that helps that squad. And I think Gallagher is that player. But it's like, come on, we're better than this. We should be doing better, and it's very, very frustrating. So for me, like I said, I don't really mind if we sell him for 50 million. 50 million has to be the minimum. I know he's got less months on his contract and stuff, but for me, Gallagher, I'm happy if he stays as well. But if we were to sell him 50 million for me, it's fine, even with the Spurs. Alfred, what about you, man?
Be
Oops.
honest, I don't feel like he's a player if he leaves that we will greatly regret selling. You know, he's been doing all right lately. You know, differently, but yeah, I don't know. He's yeah. I mean, you'll have all of the Chelsea ultras as they call each other or whatever they call themselves. You know, the ones that hate it when all the academy players leave and Todd Bowley wants to get rid of all our academy players, ruin the DNA of the club and all that sort of stuff. But
Mm.
at the end of the day, if the club has got better plans and they don't see him as part of those plans, fair enough for me.
What if the manager wants him?
What if the manager wants him? Well, then um, that might be a bit of a problem for me because I always want to back the manager. You know, the manager is just you know it's extremely important that he has the players that he wants for his ideas. You know, I was thinking about this earlier uh, when I was reading some stuff on Twitter about Poch out and all this sort of stuff. People complaining about Poch, and another question that I had was how many of these players are actually his? You
Yeah,
know,
not
well,
that many.
so you got a shitload of injuries, new owners, just a whole bunch of other shit going on at the club. He's got he's got players, he's got players that he either does or he's not sure that he wants as part of his plans. You got to give him time, man. At least a few transfer windows, and maybe the club will actually back him properly, get him some players that he actually does want. And then if he starts failing with the players that he has said that he wants,
Mm.
then you can start asking questions. But at the moment, you can't say anything, man. It's just too early. Look,
Yeah,
I get why people are concerned because, you know, like I said in the last stream, we shouldn't be losing under any circumstances. We shouldn't be losing 3 games in a row and stuff like that, you know. So obviously that is worrying. But again, Poch is not the one on the pitch. He's not the players. He's not the players creating really easy chances, but not putting them away. The fact that they are creating all those chances is actually a credit to Poch, you know.
yeah,
But them not actually putting those chances away, Poch can't do anything about that, man. You can't blame him for Jackson having a freaking cup of tea and a chat with the opposition keeper when he gets to the goal because he does so many things right. You know, he gets behind some very very good passes. You know, his work rate is pretty good. He does some very impressive dribbles sometimes, to actually get to the goal. But then he gets there and he fucking stands still. It's like he gets to the goal and he forgets what to do. It's like somebody's controlling him on FIFA, bro, and their fucking battery on their
yeah.
controller or something. It's like, come on, man. Don't hesitate. You've done all the hard part. You've done the hardest thing there is to do, actually get to the goal. Just put the thing in the back of the net, or at least have a shot. But he stands there so often. He just stands there for a good few seconds, man, before he decides what to do. And then by the time he does, obviously, your keeper comes or defender comes and clears it. But
No, it's very,
I'm sure it'll improve.
yeah, no, you're definitely spot on there. That is frustrating. Just, just make something happen. I know what you mean for sure. But yeah, like I said, people, Chelsea back-to-back wins in the end of 2023, which is very, very good to see. Positivity only, people, positive vibes. We've been through a tough 2023. I think with the most losses in 2023 in the league, which is not good. But at least we ended it with 2 wins on the trot. We've got some decent games coming up in the next 3 games. Hopefully we continue this run. You know, when you keep winning, regardless of how you win, it brings confidence into this team. And I think that is what is needed right now. Just wins. That's all we want, results. Obviously, we can talk about the performance and how we make it difficult for ourselves. But at the end of the day, as long as we get the results, because we're not challenging for the let's just get the wins in. Let's get some confidence boost in. Poch is still learning. And that's about it, man. So, yeah, this one here, that's a good one. The Club World Cup is 2025, though, I think we enter, not 2024. We enter in 2025, I believe, the following year. And I'm also hearing that UEFA might do a U-turn on the format after the Super League.
Oh, really? Oh, please, man.
Yeah, so they're considering it as well.
Wow.
Putting it back. I mean, I hope it stays the original, but I mean, there was the original one before the one that we used to actually back in 1980s, 1980s and 1990s. I think they changed it, but football's going through a tough time. I think as a whole. I don't know, man. When I saw the Super League format, I wasn't too angry with it. I think it was a lot better than what it was before. And I think the free broadcasting and stuff like that will appeal to normal people like us. Maybe not you, because you get your TV channels anyway. But for me, it is frustrating, bro. I can't watch 3 p.m. kickoffs on any TV. I have to pay 3 providers in order to watch games at different times. So Sky Sports would have 2 games on a Saturday, BT Sport would have the Friday and Sunday, for example. And it's like they're so expensive. One is like, 60, 70 pound, the other one's like 40, 50 pound. And then you got Amazon Prime. If you pay Amazon Prime £8 a month, you get the games on that as well. So fans are obviously frustrated. Living cost crisis in the UK is annoying, if you know what I mean. So that's why people were appealed to that Super League free broadcasting, because you wouldn't have to pay for anything. So I understand where they're coming from on that one. But yeah, Super League probably isn't going to happen. I think there was a rule in Italy or Spain that if they were to join, they would be expelled from the league. I think there was a law passed on that. But Premier League, nothing yet so far.
Really? I thought Premier League was part of that as well. Or are they just considering?
Maybe it was. I haven't seen it properly. I need to see a statement or something. I did see a few reporters tweeting it, but I didn't see the official. When you see that image and they write all the writing and stuff. I didn't see any of that. I saw it for other countries, but maybe there is an English one as well.
Either way, we have officially withdrawn from it anyway.
Yeah, but sometimes money talks, bro. It just. You know how it is. Super League is Super League. This is not the end. They've won their case to continue it. They cannot be stopped from doing it legally. So they're going to keep coming at us. And sometimes when you want something, you keep doing it. You eventually get in. You never know. With the way we're going with this football club, ownership will take money, bro. Anyone will take money. You're lying to yourself if it isn't.
I see what you're saying, man, because I have a saying in life, right? Not everybody agrees with it, but for majority, I think it's true. And that saying is, everybody has their price.
Exactly.
So,
you know about that, Alfred, man. Everyone has their price.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Look, man, I wouldn't like it, man, because I like getting to a semi-final of a Champions League and, earning those games against Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, Barcelona. I don't want to see them every week, bro. Where's the fun in that? It would be so boring, man. I would hate it.
Yeah. I think we all hate it eventually, but I think football isn't the same anyway. Your Messi and Ronaldo's are done anyway. Today's world, you've got obviously Bellingham is special. Don't get me wrong, Bellingham is special. You've already got like Haaland, Vinicius, Salah's just about around still as well. The hype isn't really there. If you remember,
Cole
like Cole Palmer. If you remember Eden Hazard, Neymar, you had your Benzemas, you had all these top players, Messi, Ronaldo. The hype was there, and maybe Super League might have been a bit more attractive with that as well. But now, I don't know if it's me, my age. I mean, you're a lot older than me. You've seen all the errors now. I don't know. Look at this era. I'm not really too excited. I don't really see the buzz around it. Maybe it's just me getting old. I don't know.
No, you're right, bro. Because there's just way too much money in it now, man. Back in the day, players had to play to, for their wages because it wasn't that their wages weren't anywhere near as big. Now, players can get 100 grand a week for being a very average player and not even
Yeah,
play very well.
yeah,
So like that's why you know in the almost in the entire Abramovich era, right? How how often, even when we were poor, how often did we ever see Chelsea this poor?
yeah, yeah.
It never happened. We were quite poor in some seasons, like when we finished 10th and that. But even then, we were winning games more consistently, or at least playing pretty well, and results just weren't going our way. You know?
No, it's very very true. It's weird because I even see like teams like Bournemouth who have set them. Was it Bournemouth who set their manager? I think it was, and then they've gone on a winning streak. They're killing teams off. They're doing really really well. For example, like for us, please go to sleep. We've got a podcast in 5 hours, less than 5 hours. Go to sleep, man. Do not fail this podcast. We haven't done a podcast for 3 games now. This is the 4th game. Go and get some sleep. I'm calling you in probably 4 hours and 20 minutes. Make sure your phone's on loud and do not miss this podcast. 8 p.m. UK time. Um, I think it's 1 p.m. your time. And for Debra, it's like 1 a.m. his time. So do not miss it, man. Make sure you go to sleep. I swear down, you need 4 hours sleep minimum. Do a podcast and then go back to sleep again. And just quickly as well, this one, Chelsea's policy in general, they don't want to sign anyone over 25 on a big contract in general anyway. So yeah, it's very very interesting to see what happens next. Please go to sleep, man. I need to call you. Make sure your phone's on loud, man. I want to spam you 15 minutes before the podcast so you can prepare yourself. I'll take over. I'll talk. I'll do everything with the bar. Just make sure you're there, man. Do not delay. Do not miss out, man. I don't care. I'll see you there, man. Gallagher news is so surprising. Yes, it is. But sometimes money talks, as always. Alfred, where do you think we'll finish this season?
Bro, who can say, man? It's impossible to tell because we do things like oh, I wish, but look, man, we do things like win 2 games in a row, and then it looks like we're gonna start maybe doing something, and then we'll friggin' lose the next 2 in a row, or something stupid like that. Hopefully it doesn't happen anymore, but I don't know, man. After what we just saw, it wasn't convincing, bro. I'm worried. I'm still worried that we're gonna screw up a lot of games in really stupid ways. Like we really got away with it today, but it's not gonna happen too many more times, man. If we let teams that keep on attacking us like that in a lot of the games that we have left, we're not always gonna be this lucky.
Yeah.
And there's been a
Look,
lot
sometimes
of
we need luck, though. Sometimes it's gone against us quite a lot of times. I think this time we got some luck. We deserve some luck. We weren't that bad today. Honestly, we weren't that bad, in my opinion. We made some chances happen. I think defensively, we just need to keep an eye out, man. Alfred, is there anything else you want to add before I wrap up? I appreciate you coming on.
man. I just want to like to remind everyone, something that people seem to forget is that Chelsea Football Club never ever forget. Always full of surprises, my bros. So don't ever count us out of anything. You know,
Mm.
I mean, this is one of the worst times in our history, and even like that, we can say something that some of the best teams in this league can't say. At the moment, we are in a semi-final, and they are not. Where's Arsenal? Where's Manchester City? You know, Man United. I mean, yeah, all right, they're doing good in the league, right? But what I'm saying is the trophy that they're most fighting for currently, the Premier League, that is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen there. But currently, we are closer than any of them at a big chance to win a trophy. So, come on, Chelsea, let's get it done.
Let's get the trophies at least, people, and let's try and end on a high in 2024, hopefully. Yeah, I had to give my ticket today to Father. He's very, very lucky to be going Luton away. I should have been going to that game, but when someone asks you all the time, like you said, eventually you give in. So congratulations to Father for attending Luton away. We've got a win there as well. And yeah, Chelsea fans, enjoy your rest of the year. Happy New Year to you and your families. Hopefully the channel will bounce back with the transfer news. We'll be streaming more often and doing videos. It'll be a very, very interesting January window for us. And like I said, I'm away in February for 2 weeks for family reasons back home in Bangladesh with my father. So the team will hopefully stream some days when possible and also cover the games for you guys. I'll try to be around. I don't know if Bangladesh have 5G. When I went 15 years ago, they only had 3G. We just about got 4G at that time in here. So I don't know where we are with technology. Hopefully, if it's 4G, I'll be fine. But let's see in Bangladesh how it is. Alfred, I want to thank you. Oh, go on.
One more thing, man. I just want to say, Chelsea, please, please, boys. Do you know how many senior citizens watch your games? Think about them. Bro, the health issues you can cause. No good. No good. Kill these games off properly. None of this being 3-0 up with 15 minutes left and almost drawing or losing shit. Ridiculous. You got old people watching. You've got heavily pregnant women. Bros, you can scare the babies out of these women if they're heavily pregnant. It's no good. Please just win more comfortably.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I see 2-0 and I'm like, cool, get the third goal. Bang. Third goal came for once in our lives. We scored 3 goals. And we somehow concede 2 immediately and get that little scare. I don't even know if we can survive on 3 goals anymore. 3-goal lead.
I am the most skeptical of this team. Like I'm the one that always says that we're gonna screw up a lead when we're winning 2-0 or something. Right? But when we went to 3-0, I still said it, but I didn't believe it. I didn't actually believe that we would screw it up, and we nearly did, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Big up to this comment as well. Chelsea, the Harlem Grovers Trotters of EPL. Give it time for all of these youngsters to gel and mature a little bit. And this team, us going to be very toxic and unplayable. Keep the faith. It's very true, man. As I said, as long as we get the results, that's the most important thing right now. I'm not really looking at performances to be perfect. Obviously, we want to see improvement. But yeah, getting results, getting some confidence into the squad is the most important thing. When I wrap up here, at least we're winning. At least we're happy towards 2023. Hopefully, we see some losses for these teams. We'll be keeping an eye out for sure. And yeah, we'll see you guys very soon. As I said, January, hopefully, we get a lot more content for games, for transfer news, and a lot more. And we'll see you guys very soon. 2023, as I said, many ups and downs, but 2024 looking for positivity vibes only. And we'll be back soon, people. Alfred, big up to you, and catch you guys soon, man.
Happy New Year to everyone.